Let's take a day and just ride the air. Let's fly away and leave all our cares. Forget our worries and all our fears. Let's find a way to get lost from here. We're gonna fly away, magical highway. I love it when we're cruising, cruising. Let's take the highway, we can ride all day. I love it when we're cruising, cruising.
What y'all don't want to know is I was in here talking about woo and was muted. You guys.
What up?
We welcome you 3 times in the name of the Lord.
Oh, all right.
So, hi guys.
Hey.
Welcome to the ride.
What's happening? What's happening?
Another week, another week.
Yes, another week. Man, we've had a good couple of weeks. Welcome to the Ride Podcast. For those of you who may not have ever watched before, because this is the thing about being live is it like tells you a number of people that are watching, so you feel like ain't nobody watching. And then you go back and it's like these many people watching. I'm like,
When were y'all?
at what point? What was going on? What was happening? So it's one of those things, right? And I appreciate that. Those of you who are new or might be new or never be around for the first part, this is the Ride Podcast. We platform creatives, we platform community, and conversation. I hope I don't have to do that all night because I can't breathe. So how about that? I have my friends in the room. I am Kel. That's what it says on the thing. My name is Kelly. And these are my friends.
Hey, friends.
What's going on, people?
Hey, friends. We got
I
Deb.
mean, for-
We got Brother D.
What's happening? What's happening?
We got Shelly. Oh, my God.
Sup?
I don't have my water. And we have Brother T. Who I hate this.
See, welcome back. See, we ain't
Right,
put you in the
welcome
mix.
I know.
Right.
We're happy to see your handsome face.
You're here. In my Jill Scott voice.
Grits.
What?
You're here.
I am pleased. Huh?
Hey,
To this fall off is crazy.
he pops it in the chat though.
No.
I do.
I appreciate that because we want y'all to come in. You know how many. Hi, Nate. You know how many we miss you.
My favorite librarian.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So not
Librarian.
yeah,
Hey, Nate.
We okay.
but that totally threw me off. I don't even know what I was saying. It wasn't important. You know what I'm saying? Because what?
Librarian is crazy.
Yeah. Something's wrong with y'all. What? Like what? I don't know what I was saying, but hi, everybody. I hope you have a good time with us on tonight. Look at everybody,
Yeah.
because I didn't realize the angle only showed us 2. So, well, I did realize, but you know how you don't at the same time. So we are here to do some talking, chatting, some, you know what I'm saying, on today. God bless you, Devon. Ain't that it? So southern for kiss my grits. But how are y'all doing?
I'm doing all right.
I'm doing good.
Doing
Great.
Doing great.
It's Wednesday.
Took the day off. Feel
It
great.
is Wednesday, and the day off is always good. We've been very busy. Last week, shouts to Perry Vine. That was fun.
That was a great
Yeah,
time.
that was a great
Shout
episode.
out Perry
Y'all look like
Vine.
I have fun.
It was a good time. It was a good time, and they were very generous, and it was cool.
Absolutely.
It's a couple other people we need to, you know what I'm saying, go on and bring on the platform, and I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be a good time. You know what I mean? For those,
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And it was you.
Mhm.
It
That was quick.
But I'm gonna tell you what. I don't know if they heard it or not. But I will tell you that if you would like to see any of our old episodes, please go to our YouTube, the Ride_podcast, because that's where you can see them. We had Officer Jalen Lee here the
Mhm.
week
That was
before
a good
that.
episode too.
That was really
Yeah,
good.
Excellent
Very
good. That was good.
conversation.
Very informational.
Yeah. And we just are going to continue to do more of that, right?
Yeah.
We want to continue to inform and platform and boost and encourage. Huh? All right. It's Black History Month.
Talk to the people.
Oh,
Ah,
I thought I had it that time.
I know, right? I
Okay,
thought
man.
about it, but I was like, no, that's give me a good old jazz.
Day 11, Black History Month.
You know what I'm saying? Black History Month, and
Are you black? No, I'm joking.
for well, that is the question, because one of the things I would like to talk about is how every year they give us some bullshiggity
Mm-hmm.
at Target. Target has sweaters with picks and cones.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
was yeah.
The Nene Leaks quote, I said what I said.
Oh, I didn't
Shit.
see that one.
Yes, they got that.
I
I said what I said.
And it was
Shit.
something else. It was
I
something
shed
else. I
what I
can't think
shed.
of what it was, but it was something else, and I was like, I don't
Oh,
like
what?
that.
There was another one.
There was
Oh,
another
what
one. It
was
another
that?
shirt or sweater.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well.
I'm so sick of Tarjay.
Oh, I feel like I have to find it.
But I mean,
Well, they've been doing great, right? They've only gotten better.
Mm,
I can't even find
Yeah,
it.
okay.
mm.
I can't even find it.
Great marketing. They were really in that boardroom thinking that was a great idea.
To get black people back, right?
We're gonna get them.
Yeah.
Back.
They're gonna love.
Oh,
I thought that was
Pretty
tight,
Brown
but
Ting. Like,
oh yeah,
Pretty
Ting.
Brown Ting. Are you
Ting.
serious?
Yeah, Ting, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
So they got patois.
Yeah.
Right.
So they got patois on the
but
sweater.
for some reason, it all feels so offensive.
It is.
Like it ain't genuine.
Because they're
So-
like mixing a bunch of stuff to just.
The thing about it is, right, and people don't like to have this conversation, but we're always reminded when it comes to interacting that there is a difference in the blacks. American blacks have a very different culture from our brothers from the islands
Mhm,
and
the
from
UK.
Africa
Absolutely.
Yeah.
and everything like that. Yes, they may get treated and experience prejudice because they are black, but also white people find black people with accents to be exotic. They don't, they don't think they treat us even differently than they treat y'all, which is crazy. And so what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't get it. Because what were you saying about the creators?
They were, they're African.
Which is different
What?
than
Than being
somebody
Than
that can
African
relate to
American.
African American.
Yeah.
Which some people don't even want to be called African American because they're like, my people are these many generations removed, and I don't even
Yeah.
know where I'm from over there, and can't,
Well, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, even still, I did my ancestry, so I know. Where
I
we
know, and
came
I'm about to
from.
know too. My
I know where
Did
we
you?
came
See, I want to do
But
mine.
still, I'm going to still consider myself to be black.
Period.
yeah.
I'm black. I'm
Was
Black
there anything
American.
that shocked you though?
Not really.
No.
Not really. For the most part, like it made sense.
Okay.
We were like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, I'm gonna look into it.
I'm interested.
wonder if I feel like
see
that.
mine.
I'm
Me
getting
too.
my mom's.
I'm a little
side.
scared.
So
I
it
know I
broke
got some
down.
stuff in me.
Mine broke down both parents.
Well, my sibling is researching our mom's
Got you.
side,
Got you.
and
got
so I'm like, I'm gonna have to do my dad's on my own, I guess. But it's not cheap either.
No, I was
Mhm.
gifted mine.
Yeah, I need
my
to
grandmother
get-
gifted
Oh,
me.
that was so
Gift me mine.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a blessing.
23.
I like that. Is that black owned?
23andMe, no.
Oh yeah, no. I ain't
Is
sending-
are any of them?
yeah, there are some.
There are
Oh,
some.
are there?
for- like there are some that are based in other.
Oh, okay.
Af-
Okay.
yeah.
But I mean, like here.
I'm not doing nothing for me.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Scared.
You know what I mean? I'm not sending you my DNA
Right.
for you to create another me. No, I don't know. I don't.
Go ahead,
You know,
create
What
another
about
me. I think the world needs another Brother D. What?
Listen,
you think-
I am stingy. But I would like to say though that y'all be failing us. I don't even know it. One of the things that I want to say is I love Black history. I think that we ought to, for Black History Month, I would like to see Black people handle each other with more care and grace when it comes to conversation, knowledge, education. We have this high and mighty perspective about what people should know. And all right, we have this perspective of what about what we think people. Hey, y'all. Okay, she ain't gonna say hey, but yeah, but we do. We don't give each other enough grace when we disagree with one another,
Especially.
right?
Yeah.
There needs to be learning points and a
It's some-
teaching moment.
We too harsh on each other, man.
Yeah, I'm learning that, like, just trying to be more, not even gentle, just making room
Mm-hmm.
for other people's lives, right? Making room for other people's perspectives, whether I agree or not. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't have to hate you or disrespect you because you feel some way that I strongly disagree with.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I should be able to have discourse. I think we shouldn't just automatically be like,
It's a debate.
I'm not telling your dumb ass
Mhm.
nothing. Right? Like I see a lot of that,
Mm-hmm.
especially from
Quick.
the intellectuals. You know what I mean? In our community. And I'm like, I think that we should be more less gather in than let's hoard the knowledge and expect everybody else to have it because we just supposed to be
Mhm.
well informed.
I mean, because that's not even the case
Right?
these days. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
everybody's not going to know.
I mean, and they're getting their stuff from the internet.
Right.
People ain't reading books.
Right.
Right. Or asking the correct questions.
Right.
Or being and, you know, Kelly, I think there's a point to put there too, like be open even when somebody is giving you the education and giving you the knowledge. Be open to receive it, and you don't have to combat
Yes.
everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything is
Mhm.
not a conspiracy. Everything is not,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
something that you just have to be contrite for contrite's sake. You know what I mean? Like it's okay to be open to receive education.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you. I'm
I
with you
agree.
there, right? I love that, and I think that we just should do a better job. I think that's one way to shift history for us is to begin to be open to each other. Let's handle each other
Right.
with more grace.
For sure.
Like just in general, like let's just be more open. When you are raggedy, we will say that, but let's allow each other room to grow. Huh?
Yeah, because we was all
Yeah.
raggedy at one point. We all raggedy at some point in the area.
That's how we all improve and get better. as
Yeah.
people.
So it's okay to be raggedy.
I'm with you.
Huh?
Because
I'm
we
with
got a lot of room to grow, but we definitely got the potential to do it.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
And I always tell people this all the time. Use your the best resource you have is the community, is the people around you. So don't be scared to use your resources. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And if you are a resource, don't bite people's heads off
Man.
when they need
When they
Man.
need
information.
Yeah, when they need that information.
I don't think it's that they are intentionally doing it. I think they do it because it's like you have the same type of access for me. How I'm getting the information, you have the same access.
Yeah, that's not fair.
and
Yeah.
it is not fair.
It's not
I
fair.
agree. It's not fair.
And I would push back on the it's not intentional because I think that it's grown to a subculture.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And
I think it's
No, I agree.
and everybody hasn't had the same access though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
And everybody hasn't had So where we lack right now is everybody didn't have the same access to those elders that taught and passed on stories.
Yeah.
So
Right.
everybody has access to the internet. That's not the same thing. So we can't. When people are giving that information, I tell people this all the time. It's the way you present it too. Don't come at people just expecting them to know this information because you know this information, and then now you're looking down on them. Your tone and got crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't receive that. Nobody wants
Right.
to receive that
Right.
way. And so then now we're not paying it forward. We're not doing anything for the culture by siloing this information into one group of people.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree with you. I think you're very much accurate there. And I that's my I
Mm-hmm.
want us to educate, not intimidate.
Yeah.
I feel I didn't rhyme on purpose.
Yeah.
But-
Oh, and didn't know.
You know what I mean? Actually, you know what? I used to write a lot of poetry. I don't write it as much anymore.
On
But
spoken word.
I've-
Yeah.
well, two different things, but I used to do that too.
Mhm.
Spoken word is the performance of the poetry, and you know what?
That is definitely an art.
It
but
is.
can I
Come on
say?
and educate.
The creator.
I was
Yeah.
no.
Here we go. Here we
Whenever,
go.
Let's do it.
no. I just used to laugh because before I did it myself, it used to irritate me because I always be like, I am black. You know what I mean? That's what I felt about. I knew it. I used to feel like that's what it was. Like, I'm like, that is corny. But then I've seen so many great people like K-Love the poet, and I can't even think off the top of my head, but people that are actually really very good.
Yeah, I've seen some great ones.
Right?
Yeah.
And it takes a different level of creativity to dramatize.
Yeah.
like,
It brings it alive,
proper
like in a
role.
different way. Yeah.
right?
Sure.
And but I definitely was.
I think you should do one night and let the people sing.
Maybe I will. I
think
wrote
that'll be dope.
one about our hair or our skin or something many years ago. I don't know where that poetry stuff is. It might still be on WordPress. I might be able to find my poems on WordPress. I went through a very dark time in my life, so they might all be depressing. But
Hey, maybe we can all relate.
What?
what?
We've all been there.
Yeah, man. So yeah, Black History Month. That's it. That's my message. Y'all got anything y'all want to encourage Black folks to do this month?
You gotta be Black History Month 365 days.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
You are Black history. Yeah, dang it.
You know something that I thought was interesting while we wrap this part up? I thought it was interesting that I've seen online where even biracial people have talked about the difference between having a black mom and having a white mom when you're biracial and how your experience through life is different.
Yes. No. Yes.
Like, and I can 100% feel that because I could see why that would be a thing.
Yeah.
Especially if, like, let's say you have a white mom that doesn't necessarily obviously understand the culture, but then you have a black mom, you're gonna be more. A lot of them have said they're way more in tune with their black culture and their black side, and you can always kind of point out like,
Which
you
one?
may be mixed, but you got a black mom.
Right.
Right.
As
You
a-
know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It makes
Yeah.
a big difference. It makes a big difference, like who you have. That's What you said is right. I mean, I don't know. I don't have anything to add to that.
You know what?
It's the sound effects for me.
I'm sorry, guys.
Dramatic.
I might be a little crazy. I love that. Wait, Dev, we ain't get nothing from him. Okay,
What?
you right. Was that the end?
That was it. I just thought it was interesting.
Now Mickey over there talking about poem. Girl, I don't have no poem.
She a creative. She can come up with something.
Shoot.
Off the dome.
I was saying
Oh,
on
my
the
God.
spot.
Not on a busy week, but
I don't think y'all know how long it's been since I've come up with a poem. I mean, I'm sure I could sit down and write one or whatever, but I don't think I would come up with anything very good off the top of my head. Today
It's like
about
riding a
Black
bike. You got it.
History. Yeah.
hey,
What you want to take to the people about Black History?
Talk to the people, Dev.
Y'all is crazy.
Let's say about Black History, man. Like I said, man, you are Black History, so make sure represent. That's all I got to say, man. That's it.
All right, God bless you.
Yeah, God bless you. I was gonna let y'all have this one.
Let y'all have this one.
I mean-
and this is what we doing.
right,
I was gonna let y'all have this one.
Yeah, I mean,
What does that even mean?
Wait, it was the
I would've tried
simplicity
to
of
do
him
the
just being
next.
like, "Be black."
be great, be black.
Be black, be great.
All right now,
That's what I got.
make history.
Make history.
Okay,
Remember who you are.
that's right.
Simple.
And remember who's y'all. Hey man,
You know what?
You know, all
and
I
don't
got-
buy a shirt from Target.
Okay. All right.
All I got,
All right.
all I got is I think it's just piggybacking off the education piece, right? And just I say and encourage people to be intentional this month and be intentional always. But you know, if this is when you really are intentional, be intentional about knowing history, right? Doing your due diligence on having those conversations again, using your resources, and not just going back to the standard things that they teach in school. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
there's more to Black history than what is taught in school. It's more than Black history than like, you know, those pillars, Dr. King. There's more. There's more. And so I just encourage people to really use your resources, talk to the elders, and do a deep dive.
Black history is more than just slavery.
Well, and share that
Okay,
information with
when
your
it was
kids.
your turn.
So because then he jump in.
Right.
is that all you had?
Show
There
off.
you go. No, that's all I got.
Okay, because and then he
Well, this was what you wanted. Dang it! I said
it's
something.
not what I wanted actually. He talking about show off because you gonna let us have it. You know?
Where did he say that? Y'all, I got it. Y'all going.
That was
y'all
we
got it.
asked everybody to give us what they had for the people for Black History Month. Like, what do you want to encourage Black people to do? He said, "Be black." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that ain't what he said. He just said, you know,
Be black. That's all I got
that's
for
all I
you.
got.
You know.
And I was like,
Y'all know what to do.
and I was like, all right, God bless you. And then he talking about, well, I was gonna let y'all have
I'm
it.
just gonna let y'all have it.
Hey,
He
Wait,
ain't
but
black.
like he's not black.
Like he not black. Like
that
come on
ain't
now.
what I meant.
That's what it
What we
came out.
mean by
It
be
did not.
black. Because one thing we not gonna do
I ain't downplaying it now.
is let somebody not know they funny.
Right.
You know, this is a
Well,
blickety
attacked.
black moment.
Blickety black.
Now,
Her mic works.
yes. Liz has stepped into the room. Welcome to the
Liz?
people.
Welcome, Liz.
Hello.
Dum, dum, dum.
Y'all can hear Liz.
We can hear her.
You can tell people something off.
Hello.
Off to, okay. Tell people what you want them to do this month.
Be black. Be real black. I think it's important for us to like start intentionally celebrating it and
Yes.
sharing history and not letting the things
Yeah.
disappear from us as they are trying to erase.
Period.
Yeah,
So,
facts.
I agree.
That was good.
Be
man.
proud.
I
of
don't
black.
let the things disappear. We gotta pass it on. We gotta
Yeah.
bring back.
Yes.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We live in a time where our attention spans are low, and so we have gotten to the let's get to the point era, and I'm like,
Mhm.
well, I came from people that beat it around the bush,
And it's okay
Give
to
me
go
more
around the bush.
context before you.
It's okay to go around the bush sometimes.
huh?
Yeah.
You had to be patient to get the.
Yeah.
Put some seasonings on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I can't tell you to go left without telling you how I went right first.
Period.
Hey, all right.
Because there's a
lesson.
lesson.
it was that lean back.
There's a
There's
lesson
a
to be
lesson
learned.
in that.
There's a lesson to be.
Yeah.
I'm like hot.
Yeah.
What? That
There's
is
a
so
creator
good.
that I'm watching right now that's like finding lost recipes, like black recipes.
Oh, that's
that are
dope.
not
Yeah.
being passed down.
Share
anymore.
that
Yeah, I will.
There's so many.
because I want to try them.
Let's just leave
Yeah,
it
that's
chill.
Because when's the last time y'all had hot water cornbred?
The other day,
Because I like
Nana
my
make it a
grandma-
lot.
Fire.
My nana make it a lot. I love it.
yeah, my grandma makes that.
I don't like cornbread. My bad.
What?
You
Not
didn't
at
have to
all.
say- you didn't even have to say that on the mic.
Well, okay, because that's
During
my
Black
that's
History
my-
Month.
that's
She
my
will
black
make some
experience.
hot water
Here you go.
cornbread
Now
with
I'm going
Here
to
he
down
go.
some
Make
cabbage
him
in a
some
minute.
cauliflower
Guess
bread.
what we get to do today? Is
Judge
talk about you in that daggone
You ain't
cornbread.
gonna make me feel
It's
less
so
black or any
fire.
kind of
Wait,
way.
so no
You don't like soul
fries?
food,
I
right?
like mine sweet.
Yeah, I'm not.
You ain't
You never
had
had
hot
hot
water?
I
water?
have, but I prefer.
I want a cornbread.
I prefer sweet.
Listen.
I eat it any kind of way.
Do y'all put sugar in your
I'll eat
spaghetti?
yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
I eat your portion.
Well, you gotta put sugar in it to cook
I
it.
mean, do you
But
put it in your bowl? Your
No, I
plate?
like.
No,
my-
I'm not doing that.
I like my
What you
spaghetti
mean?
sweet
What you mean?
because he said you put sugar in your spaghetti.
on your
Oh,
personal
yeah.
plate.
Well, that you as to balance.
To balance it, yes, but
sauce.
on my personal plate, absolutely
I
not.
don't use sugar. I use honey.
Now my
Okay.
my
Why?
grandmother used to make sweet
Some people use
Prefer
syrup.
honey.
macaroni.
I put sugar in my
My
macaroni.
grandmother, my grandma, but I'm talking about
She does.
made it sweet though.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yes,
And
Yeah, I
macaroni?
like my I like my macaroni
Fire.
sweet.
Really?
fire,
Uh-huh.
and it wasn't dessert sweet. It's just like
No.
just-
Yeah, like a
it-
subtly
Okay.
like
it's a
yes.
subtle sweet.
Uh-huh.
A
Okay.
hint.
My grandmother, God rest her soul, because I had never had nobody that.
Has
I
anyone-
never had anybody's macaroni that was.
Has anyone saved any of the
My mom-
recipes
that's
or
what my mom
anything?
makes it.
My cousin actually cooks like that. My aunt
bet.
cooks like that. Because that was her mom. You know.
See, so you see how things are passed down like that.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Yeah. And when I say my cousin, that's my aunt's daughter. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
And I encourage people to, again, I'm sorry, to
No.
learn these things.
Right.
Don't ever think that you have time to learn them because
Black
you
History Month.
you never know.
Talk about this all show.
But what I'm saying is, you just never know. So because I even me personally, I'm gonna go back to. I always thought I had time to learn how to barbecue for my father, and I would always be like, "Oh, I got time. I got time. I got time."
Uh-huh.
And you never take time for granted. You know what I
Never.
mean?
Telling
And
you.
learn all that you can learn from the people who are around you now.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
That's so true. I used to bother my grandma all the time. I'd be like, I want your cookbooks. That's what I want. I want your cookbooks. And it's important. You know what I mean? It's important. I think our history, we have to be interested. I feel like you were going to
Yeah.
say that earlier.
Yeah.
And we got to talking. I don't feel like we have to rush the topic of Black history. I just want to talk about how important it is that we are interested in ourselves, and how important it is how we treat one another.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and to be clear, I want to talk about how important it is that we galvanize.
Mm.
You understand? For our own interests. We go get to it a little later. Okay, so we gonna get back to it because there's a topic I think that I'm gonna start with that was later in the thing. But since we're talking about this, let's get to, I know that's right. Let's get to the independent artist spotlight, and then we'll come back and talk about what I want to talk about.
Okay.
All right, let's
All
go.
right. All
All
right.
right. Welcome to the ride. I always give y'all some good music, and you're more than welcome to let us know that we put you onto something new that you looked up. This week's independent artist spotlight is Destin Conrad.
Oh, I love
I feel
him.
He is so talented.
You like his new jazz record?
I do. I love him.
Says the people that don't send me independent artists.
Uh-oh.
But listen to them really well. T is a music. All of y'all are music people.
I love him.
Facts.
Put them in the thread.
Period.
Okay, I'm just talking. crazy. It's Black History Month. I just felt like talk crazy.
She said what she
Oh,
said.
Destin Conrad and Terrace Martin. The only reason I'm saying that is because somebody put me on to Destin, and they're like, I love him. And I'm like, well, why you ain't saying nothing to me? I don't know nothing about the boy. And I really like his voice. And there's so many.
Hmm.
There's so many independent artists out there, y'all. We talk so much about what's not available, and it's so much available. I know it's a crapshoot because you have to go look for it, but there are good resources. Threads is good. I like Threads.
I do.
I don't know
with the
about
Reds.
nobody else, but it's still wholesome.
It
I'm
is.
sure there are some, but my algorithm is very much a blessing on there. Huh? Okay. Destin Conrad, Terrace Martin. Nothing is real, with a bonus track behind it.
Atlantis, the thrill, optical illusion, my trust in your heart Your promises, the spark. Nothing. The way you look at me when you're high. The way you say you love me, your eyes. Nothing. The curve of your smile. Your clothes, your style. Nothing. The way you look at me when you're high. Rushing time. Nothing. Your perception and what you think is real. Well, I don't ever know how to feel when nothing is real. Real. Nothing is real. Do you know if you're real? You're not waking up, living in a dream, waking up, don't know if you're. The things you take to infiltrate, you claim it's yours is stolen. Your homies share your vintage frames, the watch you claim's a Rolex. I thought that you were special, but like you, there's plenty more. You sold a dream and overcharged. I should've never paid. Nothing is real. Nothing is real. Nothing is real. Real. Nothing, nothing, nothing is real. Nothing is real. You don't know if you're living in a dream. Now that love is almost gone, I'll fall like it better. Fall again, I've been home, lost control of the way I feel about it, but I can't keep. Giving in is the one thing that I don't need. Got ahead of myself, gotta retrace my steps. Cause I lost me the moment I took a piece of you. And you may never believe, but I'm sorry. I never meant for it to go this way. Only wanted the best and I'm sticking to my story. This was a moment for me. This was all it could be. Now that love is almost gone, I'll fall like it better. You'll get better again. I've been home, lost control of the way I feel about it, baby.
I love spades.
Okay, all right.
Exactly.
Do y'all like the song?
I mean,
Love the song.
Yeah, Destin Conrad. For those who didn't know,
I was trying to give them.
Love Destin Conrad and Alex Isley. I love them.
I love Spade.
I love spades.
I like
know. I
Sasha
don't play
Keeble
Spade.
too. Actually,
give me some Uno.
No, but I definitely love the song. I love him as a person.
Yeah, that's a vibe. I like that.
Give me some Uno is crazy, just to be clear. That was Destin Conrad and Terrace Martin with Nothing Is Real. Yeah,
Do you guys
oh,
listen to
'cause I just heard you turn
instrumentals
it up.
ever?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Who's?
5.
Like instrumentals?
I do.
especially when I'm
There's
driving.
Hello.
a guy me and
That
Lyric
was
have
on
been
Happy Here
listening
in the
to
first
lately.
place.
His name is AJ Gent. You ever heard of him?
Mm-hmm. You need to listen to K Tronada. I love him.
Oh
Listening to his
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, AJ Gent. That's been like our guy
Hello?
lately.
He's got this song.
Okay.
It's one of his old.
Okay, Trinidad.
I love K Tronada.
The singing guitar is like our
Mm-hmm.
thing right now.
I like Sir.
Yeah. He's coming to Chicago. I want to see.
BJ the Chicago Kid, Sir.
What's Thundercat is getting ready to put out some new.
He is.
I had to sing the song. Fan Cup Thundercat. Yeah, he's getting ready to put out some new music. So we gonna come in here and give y'all some hits, huh?
All right.
Okay, all right. So look that up on your digital streaming platforms. We're gonna get into this topic, presidential, and the reason I wanted to talk about it is because I don't want to focus on what we know to be obvious. There was a video that was shared by the president's social media platform that at some point depicted Barack Obama and Michelle Obama as apes or monkeys. And I don't want to talk about them saying, oh, I didn't know that was what was in there. There was da-da-da-da. The president of the United States should never at any point be sharing first of all, he shouldn't be manning his own social media. Shouldn't even be allowed, especially when it's somebody who is as pervasive as him with his perspective. But on top of that, that is not an excuse for the highest office in our land. I don't know why I couldn't figure out what to say, because I was sitting here thinking about the fact that you have cheapened and diminished that office with your behavior and created a space where you're allowing for certain behaviors to be normalized at that level, right? And we are not in Jim Crow. We are supposed to have been progressed, and I feel like people have downplayed the fact that they are trying to roll back certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And I am telling you that it is an insidious, intentional unraveling of so many civil liberties and so many things that have been put in place.
It took a long time to even establish, and they're unraveling quickly. Some of them.
Even just from what he's doing and the way that it incentivizes other people that have prejudice to interact with people of color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right.
It gives it a okay.
Yeah.
It's the green. It's the green light for people to do what they want to do, say what they want to say, act how they want to act in this ignorant way.
Because what was their aim?
Trying to make it acceptable.
No, I mean I have black friends that it's like, we don't understand what's happening. I am for our country first, because there are things that we need to put in place that protect us as citizens. And I'm like, but you can't say that and not care about the human element.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I can understand foreign policy. I can understand not wanting to have a surplus of illegal immigrants. I understand the policy. I understand those things, but we also have to maintain a certain level of decorum in the way that we handle things. We do not want to treat people like they are common criminals when really what they are doing is trying to seek asylum from countries that are in worse situations than we are.
Agreed.
I'm not saying that means that we have unlimited resources to hold people, because I know that we do not. We have plenty of people here that are American that are struggling, and I get that. But at the same time, I'm not for what I am seeing, and American citizens are also being killed and attacked, and they are treating it just simply as collateral damage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, some of these policies though are like the reason why some of these American citizens are how they are in the state that they are in and the need that they are in. It's because of policies that have been put in place.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes both ways.
I'm with you, friend.
Well, and I think that they're picking and choosing what
Yeah.
and who to villainize, because it's like, okay, well, there are a bunch of statistics to support a certain demographic also that have done things that illegal immigrants have not. So it's like if we're going to, you can't just cherry pick who you want to decide, okay, well, they can't be here because this demographic does this. Okay, but then there's people that were born and raised here that have done far worse, far more many times.
Huh.
But
Weird.
there is a blind eye to that.
Yeah.
Weird.
How does that work?
Man sitting in the office.
Y'all, I mean, what I am and
Point
what I
taken.
am saying about that is, you cannot have somebody who is a convicted felon in office and then still have policies that don't allow felons to vote.
It's crazy.
And this is why I wanted to say what Jalen said on here was so important, because this is why it's important for us to be able to handle each other and communicate with each other and listen and learn from each other and have an open ear to hear and to be prepared to do what works. And to be fair, we don't currently have to fight physically. All we have to do is learn and understand what our local votes impact and come together, get enough people to say, this is what we want, this is what we have to do to get it, and then move in that fashion.
Yeah.
That is all we have to do. And it seems like an impossible task because we don't communicate well enough with one another in order to do that.
Yeah. And those
A lot of
local
people-
votes are so important.
Yeah, and a lot of people still thinking that voting it's not effective. It's not going to matter, but stuff's not true, man.
Well, y'all are focusing on the way you avoid having a Trump in office is by your local vote. Like, it starts there.
Yeah.
If you're voting for your own interests, you know what I'm saying? I think in our one of our elections, I don't even think it was 10% of the population.
Yeah, he
voted?
talked about that when he was here. How many people actually voted out of the population around
Yeah.
us, and it was a very small percentage,
Yeah.
which shocked me.
Wow.
And I just
It don't
So
shock
that
me.
means that small percentage are the ones that's going to call the shots for everybody else that's here,
yeah,
and you can't say nothing about it.
you're not interested in.
It don't shock me. And the reason why it don't shock me is because it's basically what y'all been saying. A lot of people are not really educated on it. So they are kind of like nervous and don't know what they're voting for. And the main focus that they have is just presidency, but they don't even look at like their local congressmen and everything, or their governments or their mayors. They don't look at stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're not concerned with that. They're only concerned of the presidency, but they are not concerned with
What affects them from that?
Right.
Exactly.
Or maybe
Right.
sometimes they
Your
don't
school-
understand the verbiage.
No,
Yeah.
we get that,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that those that are in place, we just need to figure out a way to bring community together to educate. Because one of the things is sometimes when they have those things, right, where they're informational, the information doesn't get to the I don't know why I say inner city, but you know what I'm
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
correct demographic.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
I get it.
You're right. It
Mhm.
doesn't.
But back then it used to. I remember like back in like that 2015 era, like 2016 era where the police officers were having like hosting meetings at like the King Center, and then it will be like maybe 5-6 of us up in there, but the rest are white or other,
Yeah.
and nobody is there, and it's like they're in our hoods, but it's like, is it not being advertised properly? But it is being advertised properly, but sometimes people are like, I want to go to that shit, and I get why they don't want to, but when you go there and you get the information and you're able to have that voice to say what needs to really change, it will help a lot. But a lot of people don't want to attend those things because they don't want to just sit there and listen to that, when it's like, it is there to help us, is there to better us.
Yeah. I absolutely think that it takes a level of interest.
Yeah.
We've talked about that. And I just think that there is a lot that we could do just to move forward. I think that the time right now, I think that we have like this is the right environment to encourage each other to take action.
Yeah.
You don't have to feel like, oh, I got to sacrifice my house and home. No, we just have to galvanize
Mhm.
and vote in our own interest. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I believe we will encounter much resistance as something like that grew. But I feel like it's absolutely worth it to shift and change what our neighborhoods look like versus others. Like, we complain about that type of stuff, but we literally have the power to adjust,
To change it.
Yeah.
to change where the grocery stores are, where new restaurants come
Yeah.
to. You have to vote in the people that are going to get what you want done.
Yeah, for sure.
That's just it.
I didn't even know this until I think it was yesterday that there's only one black governor in the entire United States. I didn't even know that.
Listen,
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Isn't he the
of
first
Maryland.
one, right?
He's the only one,
Only one.
Mm.
which I think is very telling on its own, because they were talking about how there was like a presidential dinner and the president uninvited all of the Democratic Party. And so he was like, talking about how not only is he a Democrat, but then also he's the only black person, and how, that was kind of crazy that he didn't get, or he was uninvited anyway.
that's what I'm saying, you guys. I think we just have to like figure it out.
And be open minded.
You know what
A lot of people in my family who don't vote, won't vote, no matter how much we try to talk to them. They're still stuck in the mindset of, that stuff doesn't matter. I'm black. They're not going to really care what I have to say anyway. My vote don't count. I don't know why they think that, but we try to tell them otherwise, and they just refuse to believe.
Because it was taught to them.
Because it was taught to them. And it was a certain part of time where that really was kind of true, but they're stuck there.
So it's
You
very
know what
much
I mean?
systemic, and that's what systemic racism. It's very much so.
Yeah.
It's so many.
There's so many layers.
Yeah, it's so many underlying issues, so many layers to it,
Yeah.
that we still have to overcome. The information not getting to the correct people. I mean, it's just a redlining in a whole different
Yeah. Yeah.
font.
Arena.
It's the same thing, different font.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, like, we have to be, once you're aware of that, then you can start hurdling the things. But, like, there's just so much false information, so much division,
Yep.
and it was put there on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And and that's the part that you have to fight. It's hard to fight things like that. It's so hard to fight systemic things that have been put in place for so long, and again, that keeps kind of shifting itself, right? Like I said, it's the
Yes.
same thing, just a different
And
form.
pushing against you your whole
No,
life.
you're totally not wrong. And I mean, while we're talking about it, we can shift into the conversation about the Super Bowl, because I think it all ties. in,
It does.
while we're talking about Black history, and I think it's so important. There are a couple things, right? There were, during the Civil Rights Movement, Black and brown people worked together. We understand that there are some dividing lines between ethnicities in some ways, only because there's like this caste, you know what I mean? Where
A forced narrative.
where they think they're better than us, they think they're better than them, and they think they're better than we, right? We're the lowest on the totem pole according to everybody, right? And the fact of the matter is, though, as decent people, in general, I think any decent person that sees anybody being tread upon, you don't encourage that. You know what I'm saying? And the idea that, one, you would go from Puerto Rico is not America, it absolutely is,
Right.
and then to not wanting somebody to speak Spanish when we don't have an official language.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here in America, do we?
No, we
No,
don't.
we don't.
Okay.
And
So-
English is not our language.
Sure not.
Not to mention everybody that speaks other languages says English is the hardest language.
It's the
to
Yeah.
hardest
learn.
language
Yeah.
to learn.
And people
Yeah.
from the European countries tell us that we speak English wrong.
Yeah. So well, I want to talk about the Super Bowl because last year when it was Kendrick, it was cool because it was our message. Now this year,
Mhm.
that it is, everything doesn't have to be about us, and
Right.
I'm here for people that are we don't hold the license on all the trauma.
Right.
The fact
That's
that
right. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
That's deep.
We don't
There's-
have the license on all the trauma.
There's
Other
very much so trauma with us, but like you said, we don't.
It doesn't diminish what we.
It
have
doesn't
to go
stop
through,
with us.
but
The
still.
fuck doesn't stop with us.
with us.
Because what I gathered from that was Kendrick Lamar's message was we built this country, and Bad Bunny's message was we are a part of this country.
Yeah.
And that says a lot. But even when Kendrick did it last year, was it appreciated by black people?
I mean, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
And, oh,
It was
because
appreciated
was-
by.
it's kind
It
of
broke a record.
it's kind of 50-50
Literally
for me
broke a record.
because I've
Yeah.
seen some comments even from like last year of like how black people did not appreciate his message because in my opinion they were just so gun-ho stuck on the Drake and Kendrick thing, but they weren't even looking at the fact of what Kendrick was trying to tell the people as far as like the hidden messages of what he's trying to like inform black people about.
I think
So they
by
were
and
distracted
large,
by
I would I think by and large people accepted it. I do think that social media has a way of giving us,
They do.
you know what I mean? Because I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Because I don't disagree from a standpoint of, but I don't think it was most or even half.
Yeah.
I think it goes back to the way we're even depicted, right? It's not most or even half of us that behave a certain way or that do a certain thing, but the images that we get, what it feeds us.
The algorithm.
You know what I exactly. Because there were plenty of black people who were ignorant about, you know what I'm saying, what it was. Yes. But I think by and large, because of the response, like very much I think people appreciated what it was. Because going to this year's, I also saw black people talking about how horrible the Super Bowl was.
Yeah.
And I said, coming from people
Who should
who
understand.
were hung and, you know what I'm saying, were hosed, and people watched you being absolutely tortured publicly. Like, even if you don't feel like you want to get out and march with somebody, I still don't see how we can't be open-minded enough to be like, hey, they under fire right now. I
Right.
get it.
Right.
Everything's
It was-
not about-
it-
Right.
Everything's not about us.
It's not about us. Like, let these people have their moment. And I feel like it was very insensitive for people in general, but especially us, black people. It was very insensitive because it's
It
like
was, man.
they are kind of like in a limelight that we've been experiencing for
Ever.
over 400 years.
Because that it would have been them having a problem with our Kendrick show would have been another issue.
But the thing is this, they were for the Kendrick show. Like, let's be real. The only people that wasn't really for the Kendrick show were white people.
And it was in English, and they still didn't get it. And so, like, why are we upset that we didn't understand Spanish? We didn't understand English last year.
And then this,
We didn't understand English last year. Thank you. And let's keep it a buck. A lot of us can't even read. So what do you need the subtitles for?
I mean, because again, I think I really think your mic is on. I can hear your hand moving on it. I think it's on. Yeah, I do. I don't know. Say something.
that's his.
Girl,
It's
yeah.
on.
That's all. Girl, you talking about? But yeah, I don't know. I just am disappointed in just our lack of ability to be more socially. I don't know.
I think
Understand.
with us, like the same percentage of the people that refuse to even be accepting of Kendrick's performance, we're also probably in the same mental space of the people that refuse to accept
Yes, because you keep doing and she not looking
this
at
year's
she thinking
performance.
what
I am
like,
just,
and I'm like, why are you holding that mic? Do it. I wish I could show y'all what she was doing. She was like, the people. This is what Liz was doing. So I think the people.
She was.
And I was like,
Legs.
And y'all, I know y'all saw me going. And I didn't see it.
Yeah, crazy.
So I think that percentage is the same. It's just the people that are choosing to be ignorant and have a closed mind towards
Yeah.
these ideas, or even being empathetic to like what other people have going on.
Exactly.
Being open to understanding. Like I had a conversation, like it's younger people and it's like the elders that like, oh, they just didn't have.
We did the capacity.
I don't want to say like patience, but just the self-centeredness of like not realizing, like you said, like trauma is not exclusive to us.
That's right. Yeah.
So
They
it's
didn't
just
understand,
the closed-minded
which is stupid.
percentage
because
for everybody, for everything that's happening, including the voters, like not being willing to even learn more, to be more impactful, to help us.
Yes, and what I was going to say, to the point of what you're saying, that remember the fan dance? They banned fans on the ocean
Right.
liners.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
understand why y'all need to smack fans.
Yeah.
It's a culture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't understand.
They ban the song.
And
They ban the
so it's-
fans.
it's
Yeah.
ghetto.
Crazy.
Unless
It's
they do it.
this. Yeah,
It's
I'm
ghetto
telling
until
y'all.
they like it.
Yeah.
It was a lot of selective accountability that needed to be taken, in my opinion, only because it's like we select what we want to acknowledge.
Yeah.
And it's a simple fact that, again, as everybody is saying in a circle, like this is their moment. And selectively, we said we don't want anything to do with that. Like, we don't really care. Like, we don't understand what you're saying. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like, okay, it is in Spanish, but think of the instruments that's playing. It's reggaeton. Like, where do y'all think that really comes from? Like, black people. Like, where do you think reggaeton comes from?
The other part of it is, even if you don't, it's so many songs
It's so many songs.
that y'all know and love and groove to that you don't know what the hell they talking about.
Okay, because we used to listen to Selena. Como
bitty bamba.
bitty bitty bamba. Como flow. Like, come on now. Like, Daddy Yankee. Like, they got. What's the two sisters? Boricua, Borera. Yeah, like.
First of all, Maria was my song.
Right. Listen,
Be careful.
we love you.
But yeah, I can't take it. And I just want us, the way that we move forward, period, I think, is we can never not acknowledge what has happened to us as a community. But I think also at the same time, we cannot perpetuate the same type of hate that we've experienced.
Why
Exactly.
would you want to do it if you know how it feels? And how could you be ignorant to it? Like,
It's
what?
a cycle, because you feel like if one person, or I'm trying to find whatever that is, but that noise out there. But I think if one person does it, then you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a bad experience with this person, so now I am angry with all the people. We have a history of being mistreated by whites in this country.
Yeah.
There is an understandable, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
a lot of the people of color in our country all share the same thing, and it's intentional that they create a divide.
like we said, we
that
all have the same oppressor.
perpetuate the divide.
And that's another thing too that I want to bring up about the performance. I don't think black people understand the representation that was in that in the Super Bowl. There were so many representations of brown and black people that were dancers. There were so many different shades of brown and black people. So the fact that we didn't even give credibility only because it was in Spanish is sick-minded to me. Because you celebrate Cinco de Mayo, you celebrate, you drink tequila,
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesdays.
Exactly.
I be seeing y'all at Rosales.
You can't talk about, what is it? What is started with an A? Appropriation.
Yeah.
You can't talk about appropriation, engage in it, and then be so very vocal. And the other thing that we do is, well, it's Black History Month, and we've been through da-da-da-da-da. We get it. I get it.
And they barely even wanted to give us Black History Month. They complain about us having Black History Month. Why do they get a month?
It started as a week.
Yeah, yeah.
Why do they get a month? What do you mean? Why do we get a month? We need a month. We need to be represented
Year. I mean,
a whole
honestly,
year.
I understood when I believe it was Morgan Freeman was like, I don't want to have a Black History Month.
I agree.
I don't want to have a Black History Month. Our history is history.
Yeah.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? I think that that's the major problem when it comes down to our education and everything like that. The only people y'all teach about is Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks, and I think y'all have stopped that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, our kids are not being educated. The education is geared toward whites, and you're not giving a full American history. It's very much whitewashed and very much preferential
100%.
to the good things. I think that, you know, if you're going to talk about the Trail of Tears and all of these things, you need to educate fully and talk about where, if you're trying to move forward from those things,
Which they're not trying to do.
Yeah.
right, because y'all try to say, you know, we don't want to talk about these things because we're moving on from them. No, if you want to move on from them, then you should teach about them and then talk about this is why we currently have these things in place.
Yes.
Right.
It's
Because
the
it's all
foundation.
interconnected.
Yes, it's the foundation of who
Yeah.
we are as people, but it also shows the growth that we've overcome, and we still have more growing to do. We still have more learning to do as Black people, but I just sometimes wish as Black people, don't be like everybody else. Don't treat a different minority a certain way. You know what I mean?
Because at the end of the day, everybody has the same oppressor. So we at least have that one thing in common.
We all have that in common.
We don't always have to agree. We don't always have
At
to
all.
agree. And there are people who will not get along. I get that, but I think as a cultural group, we have to elevate our perspectives in order to have a level of interdependence and autonomy economically that other communities come here and have.
Yeah.
In order for us to have the same kind of neighborhoods that other people in other cities have, where their stores have their language and the food is the restaurants are you know what I'm saying, like owned by them in their neighborhood, the thing, you know, in order to have that starts with what I'm talking about, with us focusing on the local vote, focusing on what it is, and because there are so many people that are so opinionated about what we need to do, and I'm like, it's not a matter of opinion. The fact of it is,
Where's the action?
We can affect these changes.
Yeah.
We can
Affect change.
remove the bitterness if we focused on that.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm not gonna say
I don't know what the
won't-
resistance would be.
It won't be any resistance, but it is definitely possible, feasible. It's
I
not
think
as
so.
hard as you think it is, really, when you start putting your
it's
hand to the
harder.
plow.
It's harder because it hasn't happened.
That
The
part.
system works.
That part.
Yeah,
And it's crazy because it's kind of like,
but we're not powerless. Is what I'm trying to say.
no, we're not powerless, but the thing is, it's like, if for like America, if America is going to celebrate freedom in general, in my opinion, in my opinion, if we're going to celebrate freedom, then you should allow people to have that space to speak up for their community, to have a freedom of speech, and not only that, for those people to also like give people the information that's needed. I felt like that performance was one community. That is something that I wish that sometimes as Black people that we cater more toward is community. I remember from the show that y'all was doing with Jalen, and y'all talked about community, about how we as Black people need to basically hold each other accountable, and not just hold each other accountable, be receptive to to be receptive to what is being told to you. You know what I mean? Or not just told to you, but be receptive to the information that is given to you. And when you get that information, what are you going to do with it?
And let's go to a space. Okay. So earlier we talked about there being spaces where you can educate, right? Where there were people and there was only like 5 of us.
Yeah.
So then the next thing, if I am a Black person in the know
Mm-hmm.
who wants to educate my community, what stops us from setting up a tent in every neighborhood, one weekend, rotating weekends, with a bullhorn, and just beginning to share, you want the schools to improve, this is the position you need to vote for.
Yeah.
This is what, like there are just ways. I think we create excuses for
I agree.
everything. The challenge is like, well, people don't come out. We'll go to the people. What
Yeah.
happened to that?
And I think people
How do you
are
pivot?
afraid.
How do you maneuver around that?
And people are afraid of that. People are afraid to put themselves in those type of elements where
Because you're concerned about
they're concerned.
to you.
They're concerned about a clickbait. They're concerned about, well, ain't nobody coming. It's not about how many people coming. If you can change one person's life out of that, if it can just be one or two people, word of mouth gets around quickly. That is your invitation right there. If us two did something and these 3 people came, they're going to tell 3 more people. That's going to make 6, and those 6 people are going to tell another 6 more people. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
it's a
just
domino effect.
yes,
I think it's looking at the big picture.
yeah.
And I think that there's a real importance on educating our kids because, as we can tell, there's a lot of things that are being manipulated and changed as far as even just, this administration and taking out things from our museums,
Yes.
out of our textbooks. A lot of things are going digital. They're taking out
I would say
physical
we
books.
don't have books.
Yeah, so
That's
they're thinking
sad.
about a lot of that. So, how many things are able to be manipulated and changed that the kids coming up, they're going to have no idea that those things were in there. I know the Lyric now is learning cursive, which I think is amazing because they've taken that out of a lot of the public schools. Well, think about all of the artifacts that now she'll be able to read that so many other kids that never learned cursive won't be able to read.
Oh, you know what I did when I was running my mentor program? It had nothing to do with my curriculum. I made all the kids learn how to write their name in cursive.
Yeah, it's
Because we had to
important.
learn it.
Because
did that.
I mean,
brought
think
in
about
sheets.
Yeah, we did too.
because
We had to learn it.
Yeah,
We had the ABC thing. And,
We had
and
to learn it.
regular
Yes,
and cursive.
because what do they say? If it's not written, it didn't happen.
it didn't happen.
And we used to write papers in cursive.
We did.
That's
Yeah.
intentional. They don't want them to be able to.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, it's very
Yeah,
much so.
because
for
knowledge
teachers.
is power, and so if they can't
Yeah.
read it, they don't know what happened.
Yeah, because
Oh, go ahead.
no. You go.
No,
ain't
I was
done. We
just-
know what
the
they
other
doing.
thing, which y'all know, I've talked to all of y'all about how I feel about people that work in offices experience carpal tunnel,
Yeah.
headaches,
Yep.
and all of those things from 8 hours a day of exposure to computers.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
you're starting our
Children. Yeah.
in school doing 8 hours a day on computers.
Yeah.
on a computer.
So imagine just how quickly they will experience those things.
Yeah.
Also, their vision is
Yeah, I was
affected
finna say needing
significantly
glasses.
because now
Yes.
you know how we had to
Brain
not had to.
development.
We rode bikes. We looked long distance.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's going to be nearsighted in
Yeah.
the future.
No, for
because
real.
Yeah.
All that
everyone
light
has
being in your
screen
face all
Yeah.
the time.
this close, so their eyes will never
Yep.
ever be able to be strengthened to go longer.
I have to
than
have certain
a
contacts
few inches.
just to be able to. They ask me at the eye doctor, okay, so do you look at a computer a lot? Okay, well, we have certain contacts for you. So, how many of these kids, their eyes are affected? You know what I'm saying? And their just overall health is affected by this because, I mean, I'm a believer that all technology is not great.
No.
But they also say that they don't want you to have access to the information in books because if it's digitally, they can control your access.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
if they
yeah.
wanted to just
They can
stop it
change it,
immediately,
they
they
can do
can.
whatever.
But with the book, they can't take that from
They
you.
Yeah.
can't take that from
But
them.
if they can literally just cut the internet off, they really wanted to, and there's no information available. But with
they
the
could
book,
delete paragraphs, pages.
they can, yeah,
Yeah.
in real time.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah.
So all these digital libraries, they're cool. You know what? Speaking of Black History Month, just to kind of like touch on this real quick, there is a lady, and I think her name is Mary, and I don't remember exactly. I think her name is Mary, but she was an older Black lady that she recorded on videotape hundreds and hundreds and thousands upon thousands of hours of local TV and like CNN and like all that kind of stuff because she worked for television, and she was like, you do not understand how much stuff they cut out and they change and they manipulate over time. And she had all of these old videos, and when she passed away, her son, he gave them to like the Internet Library or whatever it is, which yeah. Well, because they can, so now they've started to upload her stuff. And when I was looking at some of the old videos, it was like crazy.
because you
And
give
it-
it to somebody that does the internet and they can edit that.
And that was exactly what she didn't want to be done. And so for her son to donate them to now the internet
You
library.
suck.
Right.
suck.
Did they pay him?
Probably.
No, it was a donate. He donated them.
Maybe he thought he entrusted them with it and he thought they were gonna do the right thing.
But
I don't
that,
even-
I'm not gonna. I'm
Right.
not him.
I don't even.
I'm just saying.
it was her
hoping-
lifelong
I don't
work.
know.
like what?
Yeah.
That's dumb.
And her only
is
son.
dumb.
That just kind of pissed me
And if
off.
that's your mama, if that's your mama,
I was like, ooh.
and she did all that, I know you know better.
Just
You know
like
what I'm
they trying
saying?
to convince me that Shazam didn't exist.
No, so
No, for
seriously,
real. What you
I'm gonna
mean?
send you guys in the
Yes.
chat
Who said Shazam
Bear.
didn't
because
exist?
there's a whole documentary about her and what she
Sinbad said he
did.
didn't do the movie, and I was like, you
Lying.
He said that.
Yes.
I commented on something. I was like, when Sinbad say it, I'ma question it. But he lying too.
I'm telling you, all these Mandela effects, I swear, she probably has every digital proof to prove,
That is-
God rest her soul,
Did.
to prove that all of these, there was a cornucopia.
Absolutely on Fruit of the Loom.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
100%.
Yeah.
There was a cornucopia.
It was.
Mhm.
like, we're not crazy.
I know.
No. So it was
Yeah.
commercials, it was TV shows, it was, I mean, she had Ricky Lake, she had everything
Wow.
on there. And it was so neat to kind of flip through.
What's her
and
name
see
again?
some of them. I believe her name is Mary. I'm gonna send it in the chat, but I believe her name is Mary. But it was a black woman, and yeah. So shout out to Mary
Yes.
for the work she tried to do.
And to be fair, you
Right.
guys, I think that we've covered what we need to.
We did.
All right.
Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hey man, judge.
I think I'm congested, but my nose is running.
Yeah.
Don't you hate that?
But
It might be sinuses.
oh my, not might be.
It is.
I tell you,
Some oil of oregano.
okay, because I use my nasal rinse, and I could breathe for 45 seconds,
Mm.
and then it.
That I would have known. I
What
would've brought
is
you some.
happening? So yeah, Victor said, I think the key is organizing, communicating, and supporting. You also don't need a huge group. You just got to have the right group moving with
right.
purpose.
Agreed.
I agree
Yeah.
wholeheartedly. And what's up, Victor? Maybe you could come on one time and give us a little bit of education, because I know that you are versed. And yeah, I don't know. I think we did a good job.
Yeah.
I really thought it was important that we talk about all of these things today, because I do think that we have to be more interested, more intentional, more.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
We can make this experience a lot better.
Absolutely. This wasn't about us fussing at each other. I think we need to handle each other better, be more open to listening, and be prepared to move. There are things that we can do. That's it. So, anybody got anything before we go?
Mm-mm.
Liz, you got an event coming up.
Oh yeah, I do.
Go ahead.
Yes, Red Lips and Rose. It's
Ooh.
Oh yes.
Valentine's
yes.
event,
Come on, Liz.
ladies. Really cute glam experience, and also I'm collaborating with Weeping Willow Photography, so you get your glam and you get a little photo shoot.
Yes.
Studio, super
Oh, you're
cute,
so
little
awesome.
champagne bar.
Hey, she knows
Mhm.
Something cute.
for the lady.
Something cute. Check out my website if you're interested.
Yes.
We only have 2 tickets left, so
And what is that?
Hurry up.
beautykingsb.com and look under services
Period.
Hurry up and go check.
and events.
All right, guys. So you guys definitely go and support. She said there's only 2 tickets left. I need one of them. So she got one.
We'll keep
Oh,
the
okay.
other.
She was like, your ticket don't count. I'm like, oh shit, because I got one of them. Yeah, guys, I really love this conversation today. I hope you guys did too.
I did.
Yeah, y'all felt good?
Absolutely.
I love you guys so much.
We love you.
Yes, yeah.
Man, I want to continue to have these conversations. I want to continue to platform the creatives. I want you guys to continue to create and understand, though, that, there are serious things going on around us, and there are very simple things that we can do to make a change. All right. God bless y'all. It's
Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month. Keep
Happy
loving
Black
on each other,
History
y'all.
Month, guys.
But here come the credits.